'Tis the season for Oktoberfest, and here now in the CI Kitchen with a recipe inspired by one of the largest folk festivals in the world. It's our guest chef, Adam Wisnewski. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so are you a big Oktoberfest fan?
Turn into fall. I love the weather. I love the celebrations. Any feast meal is a happy day.
Well, yes. So what are some of the foods associated with Oktoberfest?
Well, I mean, you've got your beer, you got your brats, you got your pretzels. So, I try to combine at least some of those into, a recipe that kind of celebrates the season.
Okay, so what are we making today?
We're making stuffed pretzel buns.
Yum.
So, I've tried many times to make pretzels, and they always come out looking kind of bent or anemic. I can't make this. So I started making pretzel buns instead, because I can at least make a little round shape. So these I decided to stuff, and we have ham and cheese for this batch.
Okay, so what do we need to do to get started?
So
How can I help?
Well, so first of all, it's just a pretty basic bread dough, except this one has brown sugar and butter in it instead of white sugar and oil. I use a lot of yeast to get it to puff up pretty quickly. So you make up your dough, you let it rest for a little bit, and then what you're going to do is you're going to turn it into these little round discs. And the trick here is what you want to do is you want to keep it pretty thick when you roll it out, but I'm just going to squish that together into a ball. Now the technique here is you're going to pinch around all the way on the bottom, pinch, 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 and then you're going to roll it, and then you're going to repeat, because in an ideal world, you want to seal it up so there's no leakage. You should not.
What are we risking leakage? Because we didn't really talk about what we put in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. So there's a little cube of ham, a little cube of cheese. The cheese is going to melt in the oven, and it's going to leak out. So sometimes I roll them where the center is too thin, so they come out the top. Sometimes I don't pinch enough on the bottom, so they come out the bottom. So in an ideal world, you should not be able to tell the top from the bottom.
No cheese leakage here.
No cheese leakage. So, right?
Ball.
And then if you want to prep the pans here, what we're going to do is we're going to put a little pan spray in there. And then we are going to sprinkle a little cornmeal, not only for texture, but also it's going to help it to not stick into the pan.
Got it.
So, and you can make these on a flat baking sheet. You can make them in a, oven-safe frying pan. You can make them in a, muffin tin, whatever you got on hand.
Am I putting enough on there?
Yeah, we only have six. We only have six. So
oops.
That's all right.
Okay, well, we're going to have a few extra little corn pieces.
There you go. So now what we have here is the handy-dandy little packages, right? So here's the pretzel trick: is we're going to put in about a half cup of baking soda into
that was just water?
Simmering water, right?
Okay.
And then we're just going to drop these guys right into the water.
Why the baking soda?
So the baking soda is a chemical reaction. It's going to help tense up the surface of the bread, and it's going to give it that pretzel chew when you bite through the crust of the pretzel.
Yes.
So we're going to do about 30 seconds on each side.
So this is really quick.
Yeah, this is very quick and easy. So I'm just going to flip these guys over.
Will they float? Are we wanting them to float?
Yeah, they're little dumplings. They're going to float. So I just need to get some coverage on both sides, 20, 30 seconds. It doesn't have to be boiling. A simmer is fine, right? And then I'm just going to fish those out, and then I'll pop them into one of those little drawers there. And then to finish off, we're going to, if you want to paint that with a little bit of egg. The egg is going to turn it very brown. It's going to have a great crusty color to it. And then that egg is also going to help hold the salt that gives it that pretzel authenticity. There we go.
Well, boom.
Check
that out. And then how long will these bake for?
So we're going to rest them for about 20 minutes, and then they pop in the oven 400 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes until they're a nice golden brown.
Okay, we're going to rest.
Right.
We're going to let the pretzels rest, and we'll have the big reveal of our pretzel stuffed bites coming up. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about Adam and all the fun that he has there at Breakfast, Life, and Dinner, we'll have all of that posted at styliving.tv, as well as a copy of his recipe. Still to come, stay tuned, the big reveal.